All right, hello everybody. Welcome to the studio. I am just doing some creative play today with some of the new Dina Wakley stamps. And here are the stamps that she came out with recently. And this one. So I'm going to play with these, and I'm just going to kind of let you guys come along and play with me. So hopefully that's okay with you, because that's what we're doing today. So hopefully that works. What I'm using is, I think I'm going to make a little something. I don't know yet. So we're going to walk through this together. And this is really, this is from the Tim Holtz die set. I don't remember the name of this one, but it's from the die set, and it's like a little folder. And so I'm going to use this. I'm going to use some distress paints. I have squeezed lemonade, mustard seed. I also have crackling campfire and salt water taffy. I've got some inks. So these are the new Dina Wakley inks. This is black gloss spray. And this is peacock gloss spray. So I have these, and I'm going to try to use these. I don't know if I will or not, but we'll see. And then I have Uncharted Mariner Distress Oxide and inks for this one. So that's what we're using today for our play session. Okay, I've got my glass mat as well because I'm going to be painting stuff. And I'm going to start out with my lighter colors. And this is a new paint. So I'm going to just put this over here. Oops. I'm not sure that that's too much. I feel like this one is not open as well. I definitely feel like distress paints are kind of a little goes a long way is what I'm trying to say. So if you're not really familiar with distress paints and you're just starting to play with them, don't be overzealous with them because they are just sort of crazy. Now I'm looking for my water bottle, and I know it's staring me right in the face and I can't find it. So let's get that. Alrighty, so I'm going to just start painting this back side. Down so you can see what I'm doing. Adding some additional colors here. And I'm going to start spraying. I like to use distress paints with this paper because I don't know, I just like it. I think it's just really pretty. And so I'm spritzing the water to kind of get that color moving around. I'm going to wash this brush out. I want some taffy on here. This is the Distress, the manila folder looking one. I can't think of the name right now, but that's what I'm using. So I like to add water to it because, again, I like for that color to kind of flow. But I also found that like when I'm using water with the distress paints, I mean, obviously it's water reactive, so it does its own thing, but when I blot it up with water, it's when I get a lot of like magical stuff. So I'm gonna like try to dry some of this so I can kind of get these colors kind of set. But then I also know I'm gonna blot some of this water up. So I kind of want it to move a little bit for me. So let's start our drying process and see what we get. And I think I want some more taffy on this, saltwater taffy on this side. So let me go in here, add some more of that. Okay. And as I'm doing this, I think I want to add some of the colors that I'm using, those colors like the oxided inks. So I'm going to do that. So all I have here is, let me put the light on here for you guys to see, that's really bright. But this is our fossilized, no, this is squeezed lemonade. I don't know if you can see that, squeezed lemonade, and then fossilized amber for oxide. So I'm just going to add some color to this because I think it'll be really pretty. And I'm going to try to do drips, nothing really too spritzy because I want that color to kind of, there we go. I want those, oops, I'm going to try drips this way. I want to drip it like that on my paper because underneath my paint has already dried. So I'm going to try to dry some of this again and see if I can get some colors moving on here because, oh man, okay, it'll be fine. Sometimes I'm really good at like just getting the exact like pressure on my paper, so, or my nozzle, but not today. Let's see. Okay, I'm gonna try to start blotting some of this up and see what I get. Okay. What I'm doing here is I'm trying to get a little bit of like a marbly effect on my background. So I'm gonna try this. So this is what we got. This beautiful color here on the back side. And I want to add some blue to this. And so I'm going to do Dina's peacock feather, just peacock, not feathers, just peacock. I'm going to add some color on this with this one, and I'll probably add some some of the Uncharted Mariner with it, just to see what happens with those two colors. I don't know. We're going to find out together. This is the gloss spray. And in Peacock. Shake it up really good. And I'm probably just going to do some drips on it. There. And then I want to add some of my Distress Oxide and Uncharted Mariner, just to kind of see what we get. I'm going to drip it as well. All right. I don't know what's going to happen if I spray water onto this. So let's try it and see what we get. All right. Break that up a little bit. Okay. I'm liking this, so let's go ahead and start drying it and see what we get. I'm going to blot up the rest of it because I'm being impatient. But I think I like how this turned out. Oh my gosh, I like it a lot. I think it's really cute. So, this is what we got, y'all. Look at this. I think it's pretty, right? I like it. Okay, so this is our back. On the inside of this, I am probably just gonna, so I think I want to go this way. So I need to paint this part. This needs to dry a little bit more. Okay, I think I'm probably gonna do on the inside, I might just paint it first. Let me just paint it first, or spray it down first with like blue, or maybe just some of the gloss spray. There's that. Alrighty. I need just to kind of score this down a little bit so that it will stay closed when I want it to. All right, so the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to make some pockets for these, because what I'm thinking is I want to create something that is that I'm going to stick some of the stamped images into. So I wanted to be able to kind of like pull those out a little bit, and then maybe have a message or something on there. or another. So I think that's what I'm gonna do. And so um, I'm gonna get some paper to make this. Let me see what I have in my stash over here. Any papers I can use. Oh, this would be fun. This is kind of fun and unexpected. Let's do this one. We're gonna cut this down. And do I want this way? What do you guys think? This way or this way? We're gonna go this way. So I'm gonna do like here. I don't really know what I'm doing, you guys. I'm just sort of playing. So if you're in a situation where you're kind of like, oh, what are we doing? Don't worry about it. We're just going to figure it out together. But the cool thing is that, you know, Dina has a lot of like little script like sayings and stuff like that we can definitely use in our piece. So I'm not really too worried about what we're going to add on here. I'm just trying to make sure that whatever we add on here makes sense. And I can keep this one like this all the way as well. Oh, I don't think I like that though. So maybe we'll do something else here, but on this side I'm going to have a pocket. All right, so we might have just one pocket on this side, and on the other side we'll do something else. So let's try to get this down. I've got my trusty little gun here. So, okay. So we're going to do a pocket on this side, and on this side we're going to add some additional something or another. So I think that might be too big to fit in there. So I might want to go with one of the faces. So I cut this down and I'm just painting this little card because that's going to go inside my pocket. But this is going to probably be, I don't know, the front or the back. So I'm just playing with stuff right now. And I don't really know where it's going to go, honestly. I tend to just play, and then wherever I end up, that's where I end up, you guys, honestly. I don't take this stuff too seriously because there's no funny in not taking things and taking things too seriously. No fun in there, you know what I mean? Like, it's just a matter of just play to your heart's content and just see what happens, you know? If it ends up being crappy, you can just chalk it up to, you know what, I learned something not to do that anymore. So I don't know, for me it's just a matter of like, let's just play and see what we get at this point. Because that's just where I'm at. All right. I kind of think I want to do this. I think this one will fit on here. So let me. All right. I think my glue gun has heated up well enough for me to make this little pocket. So let me do that and we shall move on. So all I'm doing here is just essentially I'm just gluing this little side down to the inside of, on the left side of this thing. When you're doing this, you want to make sure you don't glue it too close to the middle, the score line, because when you close it, you want to kind of give it some clearance so that it doesn't get stuck open. So I tend to just sort of go a little bit on the inside. You can kind of see there. It's a little bit kind of close to the edge there, or on the inside from the score line. So it's not all the way like this is the score line here. Don't do this. You want to make it a little bit away from that score line so that you're able to then close your pocket. So I'm just going to glue this down. I'm going to start over here. And I will glue this down and go over the edge on one side. Let me show you on one side on the bottom here, because I can cut this part out, right? So I will just sort of start from the inside and just do it that way. And then it's in there, but I need to do the rest of it. So you want just like a very, very thin, I think I need more glue sticks, a very, very thin line of glue around like the bottom portion here. You don't want to do the top because then you're not going to have a pocket. You're going to have just a piece of paper that's glued. So I'm just going to do just a little line here. And press that down. And then I'm just going to kind of come around here and do that as well. Okay. And then I'm going to cut this down. Cut it down there. Get a smaller pair of scissors to cut my don't know how people make pockets, but this is how I make pockets in my stuff. And when you're cutting this, you want to kind of just slightly angle your scissors. So it's not like, it cuts it kind of at an angle, and it's just, I don't know, it's just better that way. So now I hopefully have something I can stick in here and have a little pocket, right? Okay. So, and if I want to cut this down a little bit more to give it more clearance, I can do that as well. But I want to see, and this is a stamp set that I'm using for this one. I want to see if this will fit over here on this side, which it will. And then what can I put on the other side? So now I got to kind of like rethink what I've done in the past that's kind of similar, because that's kind of where I get inspiration from. So you don't have to like start from ground zero, right? It's like, all right, you've kind of done this before, so let's just do it this way. So I have this, now I can fold it up, and when I open it, it's like, oh, hey, hello. And I'm going to put that in here. I'm going to stamp something on here and just hope for the best. I don't know. I think I want to test this out first. So let me grab an acrylic block. So I'm going to use my I'm just going to test this out and see what it looks like. What the... Oops. Let's make some room. Too many things on our work surface. It's going to start falling all over the place in a minute if I don't clean up a little bit. And then we're going to be in trouble. All right. Get some black ink. Interesting. So let's see what it looks like if I do it this way. Okay. All right, so I gotta make sure this is straight. Alrighty. Oh shoot. Come back over here. See. Oh my goodness. Alright, so that's good. But I'm wondering if I want to put another layer on top of this. Let me think about this for a second. Okay, I got some scrap paper that I've used for other things, so like as kind of background paper, and I'm going to stamp on that and see. I kind of want to create a layer on the piece of paper that we're going to stick inside of our pocket. So now I'm just going to stamp this on here. Just add some more. Okay, let's see if I do another one, one last one. Get her eye. Okay, so now I'm going to cut this because I've definitely cut it or stamped it crooked. Let's cut this down a little bit. So that's what the image looks like stamped right there. And, oh dear. Well, it kind of fits over the whole entire thing. going to staple this on here. I'm going to do 2 staples just for funsies. And then I'm going to staple the top here, a little bit over here, over here. I just want to see what it does in here. So it's kind of a layered situation. Okay. So we have one stamped down, but I want to add some splatter to this, and I want to stamp some like words on this side so that it has some texture to it, you know what I mean? So let me grab that stamp. So I really like this stamp, this one right here, and I'm going to use this one to kind of create a little bit of a background on the back of this. Just to give us some texture. Sorry if you hear my table squeaking. It likes to squeak a lot. So there we have that. Can you guys see this? Okay. We have this, and then what else can we stamp on here? I think we can, let's just keep going. I think we'll do a little bit on this side just to give it some texture. Let me take this out. Cover this a little bit. All right. Okay. So then when we add this in here, this is what we got so far. Like that, but I want to add some words on here because I think it'll be really cute. On there, I need to tape this down. Or I'm going to staple this. Where'd my stapler go? Thanks. Magnet. Okay. We'll staple this one too, just to close it. And then I want to distress this a little bit so that it's not so perfect and clean. Awesome. So that has some peacock gloss spray to kind of sprinkle a little bit on there for funsies. And I think I want to try a little bit of the Uncharted Mariner. Just a little bit. Just to add some blue. Let that dry a little bit. Okay, so we have that portion. Now, I think what I want to do is to figure out what words I'm going to use on this, or what phrase I'm going to use on this little piece right here. But then what I want to do here, and I think I might just do some sort of like background type stamp. And I might actually stamp the whole entire thing. So I think I'm going to stamp the whole entire thing with this stamp. So it's this one I'm going to use right here. And I'm going to just stamp the rest of the background with that. to give it some texture. Oops. Let's just see what we get. I already like it. Okay. Just kind of going around the whole entire thing. And just seeing what we get. My table is so squeaky, so I'm sorry if you're hearing all the squeaks. I can't help it. It's just super squeaky. Awesome. So now, oops, now when we put this in here, let's get all that rest of that ink off. So now it's like some additional goodness in the back here. Look at that. See, so far. And we're going to put some words on there that's going to be kind of like they're pulling this out. And then we'll do the other side and the front. Okay. So far, I like that. All right, so I've grabbed some of my this is my Dina bin. And I'm going to see what words we got going on here and what we can kind of do to add onto our little thing here. So if this is on the inside, do I want to put some thing kind of down here to cover this a little bit? Would that be cute? We don't know, so let's just keep looking. And these are like her ledger papers that I'm using, and I'm just gonna find a quote to put on there. I might put it on the bottom here actually, and then do something else on here. I don't know, or something or another. We'll see. Let me just think about it as I'm doing this. Let's see. I don't know which one I want to do. You are not the mistakes you made. Think about this. I'm kind of liking this little portion down here. I can stamp something on there and put it into our folder pocket area. What's on this one? I really like these because these are kind of really encouraging. These the quotes on the ledger papers. I don't know if you can see some of these, but they're like just really encouraging for people, and so I tend to really enjoy them a lot. So we can do go for it now. The future is promised to no one. Self-care is how you take your power back. Show up and do the work. Make your own glow. Love you. I think I'm going to do this one. Show up and do the work. Because to be honest with you all, like the place that I'm at right now in my career, like my day job career, that's like what I'm like saying to myself a lot. So like show up, do the work, and then love yourself. Make your own glow. I like that. Alrighty. So I'm going to put some of these things back, and I'm going to see how I'm going to do this. I think I want it on here, so I'm going to do make your own glow, I think. For now, I'm not going to worry about the other ones. I'm just going to do make your own glow, because it's sort of glowing anyway, right? It's kind of like a glow in a sense, so we're going to just make our own glow and just be festive that way. But I think this needs to be separated into 3. Okay, so I'm going to do make, and I want to kind of off. Make, and I'm going to staple this. Yeah, we're going to staple this. make your own. So I'm kind of, bring you down a little bit. I am just kind of like overlapping it a little bit. You see that? Then I'm going to staple it on the overlap a bit. Oh my goodness. My stapler is getting stuck to the magnet. So make your own and then glow. We're going to put over here as well. I actually think I'm going to cut this down. Oh my gosh, this magnet is like sticking onto everything. Let's cut this down a little bit so it's not so crazy looking. All right, so what we got? Make your own glow. And I'm going to staple that. So this is what we got so far. Make your own glow. Oh, you know what? I should have distressed this. What was I thinking? Oh, man. Okay, let's see what it looks like. Ooh, look at that. I like it so far. Make your own glow. Okay, so then we need something for here. Right, so what do we have in our little, in our piles that we can use? I'm looking through some of her other stamps that I have, and I want to see what we got. That's going to be cool. This might be cool. I don't know. I think what I'm going to do as well, can I put this on here? If I stamp this on a transparency and put this on here, that might be really cute, or it may not. I think what I'll do, I'm going to stamp this with the stamp that we used earlier as well first, and then I think it'll give me some texture to play with, and then I can maybe layer that with something else. So let me just stamp this section first and kind of go from there. Let's see here. I'm going to put this over this side. That's cool. And then we want to do on here. Okay. I'm already liking that more. So I think it just adds something extra to it. I may need to go around this with like a lighter color pencil or something to kind of add a little bit of funsies to that. So this is what we got so far. Now I'm going to do the side. On this side, I think I just want to do a full like face and kind of, you know, leave a little space for us to write a note to somebody. So like this is really cool. You know what I mean? Like this is just really cute to do that. So let me grab another stamp and we can be back in business. Oops. I'm spilling water. I don't know if I want to do, let's see if this one is going to be, ooh, do I want to do this one on the front or in here? Or neither. I'm feeling this one though. Yeah, I'm feeling this one. Alrighty, let's see. So we want to do like something like this. But I don't want to lose all of this back here. Like, I just think this is really pretty. And so I might do a transparency. Maybe. Let me see. I do that. Or like a, let me think. All right, I think I'm going to use a transparency. I think I have some in here. I love stamping on transparencies. I think they're like just a lot of fun to do because I mean, it's like, it just adds a different, I think, feel to stuff. And so I tend to like that a lot. So I'm going to find my acrylic block and I'm going to stamp this with, I'm going to use a very, very bright orange color. This is orange sherbet embossing powder. I'm also using this embossing ink pad to get some stuff on here. And I tend to emboss on transparencies a lot. And people are always like, isn't that plastic? Yes, it is. It's absolutely plastic. But you know what? It tends to work. So why not? So I'm just stamping this on here. And then I'm going to put, let me get some paper. Oh, I think I made it smudge a little bit. Oh man. Let's try it and see what happens. We'll see what happens. So I'm going to put my paper down and I'm going to just ink the entire thing. Yikes. So we have that. Can you see that? So essentially it's going to look like that. Oh, oh my gosh. I am so excited right now. I love that. I love that so much. Oh, wow. Did not realize it was going to look that cool. Let's go ahead and emboss this with some heat. Now, when you're embossing transparencies with your heat gun, there's a little bit of a technique to it. Okay, let me tell you what I typically do. You want to move the heat around the entire thing. So you don't want to just like stay in one place. So I tend to do this. So I'll go like this and I'm kind of going in circles. Okay, that's what I'm doing when I'm doing this. So let me show you. Then I'll stop, get some heat on it, and then I'll keep going like that. And eventually you'll start to see it, the embossing powder start to melt. Then I'll take it away, kind of let it cool down a little bit. Then I go back in. So I'm going to stop and check to make sure that it is embossed. Do you actually see that? Oh my goodness. Isn't that the cutest thing ever? What? I love it. I feel like I need to get all the colors now. Okay, so here we have this one. So all I need to do now is just cut this down. And I definitely did not stamp that straight. So I'm going to have to cut this down a little bit and try to figure out what the heck I'm doing here. So now I can do this, and oh dear, I don't know how. I'm going to go closer and just cut it in an oval, because right now I didn't stamp it straight. I stamped it kind of crooked, so it's not really working for me. But the cool thing about it is that you can't really tell because it's transparency, so it's kind of like whatever. Oh my gosh, it's too cute to me. I just really like it. Now I feel like I need to get all of the embossing powders in all of the colors. I only have like a true embossing powder, not the glazes that Tim does. I only have like 2 colors. I have like yellow and orange. And I don't even know how I acquired those. So I'm going to put this up a little bit because I'm going to stamp it. And then I'm going to put some words down here. So let's come up a little bit. We're going to stamp this down close to the edge a little bit. And hopefully we can fit down here. Make sure it is taut. So now we have this, and when you close it, it's like, bam. I need to put some words down. Now let me find some words for the bottom part. Maybe we'll go back to the words we cut earlier. Let's see if we can find those, or if they've kind of disappeared. Oh, here we go. I'm going to do show up and do the work on this one, and love you down here. So it's kind of like a story we're telling, right? Let's see. So let's do that here. We're going to, I need to distress the edges of these first. All right. Let's do this one. Show up and do the work. Let's stamp it. Stamp this down. And do this other one too. Love you. So then we have this right here. So then we have this one. So now we have our inside. So when we close it, we open it, it's like, oh. So I want to do something on the front here. I'm not going to do anything on the back. I don't think I like this little thing sticking out. Oh man. I'm gonna take it off because I don't like that sticking out. Let's cut this down a little bit more. All right, and then I'm going to staple this. Let's come this way. Okie dokes. There we go. That's much better. So now it doesn't have a little thing on the the edge right here, which is cool. All right, so we're going to do the front. I'm not going to do anything on the back, but I'm going to do something on the front. So let me think about what I want to do on the front for this one. I need to wipe this off of my stamp. So the embossing ink off the stamp so it doesn't, so I don't forget that I have it on there and use it for something else and contaminate it. Just clean this off really quickly. Put this stamp away. And then I think it will be fun to do something like, something on the front like this on the front. Yeah. Okay. Now, what do we want to do on the front? Because I really love the backgrounds, and I don't know if I need to lose that or something, but I really like that, and so I kind of want to I don't want to lose that. And then we do something like down here. I don't know. Let me think really quickly. Okay, I think what I'm going to try is I'm going to stamp this with some Uncharted Mariner Oxide and put this on, cut it out and put it on the front. All right, I'm going to stamp this with, oh Lord, let's see if we can get some ink on here. Or maybe I don't need all of that. Let me see if I can do something fun. Where's the cutting? Here, kind of faded, a little faded, and see what we get. What do we think about that? I think I want more ink on it and see, just to see what happens. All right, let's just try this and see what we get. This is still wet. I'm playing any games with this. I don't want us to smear, so let me just dry it all and keep it moving. Do you guys think if it starts to smoke, that means I need to stop heating it? Happens to me quite a bit. Things start smoking and I'm like, I think I'm supposed to stop now. I kind of like this. I like it. Okay, I think I'm going to keep this one. I'm going to glue this down. I'm going to glue it down. And then do some words on the bottom, I feel like. And then I'll be good. Yeah, I really like that. You guys see that? Okay. Now the question is, what glue should I use? I'm going to try my tape and just hope for the best. So the tape I'm using is a Tombow. It's a permanent adhesive, but sometimes when I'm using this, it depends on the paper you use, where it's not really permanent. I think for this one though, it might be, because I don't know, because I have oxides on there. It doesn't work really well with oxides typically. But because I have distress paint on here, I'm wondering if it'll do it for me. So let's just see here. Start at the top. What do we think? Yeah, look at that. And I kind of made her, I think she's supposed to be looking up, and I kind of made her looking straight. Whatevs, we good. And so then I'm gonna do, I wonder if it'd be kind of cute to do like a leaf here. No. Nope. We're gonna do something else. So I'm gonna do that, and then I'm gonna put some additional words on the bottom here. So let me see if I can find some words that kind of match the story that I'm telling, which inside it says, make your own glow, show up and do the work, love you. So something on the front that's going to kind of represent that. I think it'll be really cute. So, so let me see if I can find something. Okay, so this one says, anything is possible if you've got enough nerve. So I think that kind of matches like the make your own glow and show up and do the work sentiments already. So I think I'm gonna use that one. And this one is by J.K. Is it Rowling? So let me take this in the back here. Okay. I'm just gonna tape this down here. Is it perfect? I don't want it to be perfect. I want it to be kind of not at all. God. Enough nerve. Okay. I don't know if JK's gonna fit on here. She's not, so we're not gonna put her on there. So I again forgot to distress this. So we're gonna just do it on here and just try to pretend. I do want to add some distressing to the edges a bit. And I want to do some borders around my words a little bit. So I'm going to do that. And then I kind of want to put something on here, you know what I mean? So let's see if we can find a little sentiment for there. I think there's one that says do not wait. So I'm going to put this on here because again it matches the other sentiments that we're using. just gonna, let me bring you guys down some. I'm just going to put it right here. Is that in the middle? No. So it says, do not wait. Anything is possible if you've got enough nerve. And then when you open it, it says, make your own glow, show up and do the work, love you. And then you close it. All right. This is, I mean, this is like perfect to like give to a friend or somebody. So let me grab my pencils to do this, the edges. And then I think I'll grab some to secure this and I think we'll be done. So let me grab those items. All right, so I'm going to use some watercolor pencils and I'm going to grab the black one. And I'm just going to dip it into water a little bit. Kind of make sure it's not too wet. Make sure it's not too wet. Okay, and I'm just going to go around the edges of this, of my words, with the pencil. My phrases with the pencil. I wanted to have a little bit of a border around them. And so that's what this looks like down here. I'm going to do the inside this flap here. And it doesn't have to be perfect, so don't freak out if it's like, oh my gosh, I made a mess. Like, that's totally fine. Over here as well. Okay. So this is what we have here. And then for this closure, I forgot to grab it. Hold on a second. Okay, before I close it, I wanted to draw another border around here. I'm going to use my white watercolor pencil and just sort of do a quick little border around the inside of this. Just because I think it needs something a little bit extra. So I'm going to probably try to see if I can scallop it a little bit. There. I'm try to there, a little bit, just a little something extra, you know, just to add to it. You can make any marks you want to make on yours. Don't have to do what I do. All right, so let me just blow dry this, or dry this to get it dry, and then we're done, you guys. We are finito. Make sure that is dry. Okay, and then I just have one of Tim Holtz's tiny paper clips, and I'm gonna see if this will fit over here, but I'm just gonna paper clip this shut. I think I'm gonna put it down here some in the middle. And there you have it, you guys. Look at that. So then again, you can just send this, you know, to a friend or somebody who maybe needs some encouragement. It says anything is possible if you've got enough nerve. Do not wait on this, the little flap here. If you open it, they might open it like this and be like, what's in here? Make your own glow, show up and do the work, love you. So I think, you know, and this side, you know, it's I love this, the embossing powder, like the neon one. I think I need more colors for sure. But, you know, you can put an additional note on here if you want to write something on the back, you can. But I just stamped the back with the same image, and then I put it in here in the little pocket. And then that's it, right? All right, guys. So hopefully you guys had a good time with me putting this together. If you have any questions, let me know. And I'll see you next time. Thank you so much for watching. Bye-bye.